that stud has pulled that far up, and then that's been slipping in there, rotating. See how deep that one's gone? Hey YouTube, I know weird upload times, and I know to be successful on YouTube you need to be consistent, and not really getting it, but you know, that's just how it goes with these sort of things. I've got a few cool things to show you guys. The car's changed a little bit. We've got some bars in there that weren't in there before. We've got the arms in there that I'm pretty sure I've shown you guys, but we tested them out at the track. At the new Evergreen drift circuit here in New Zealand. Full on drift circuit just for drifting, which is pretty cool. Real tight, technical. Looks like the stuff that you'd see in Japan. We broke some stuff, we crashed into some stuff. I'd like to show you guys some of that as well. My Condor engine mounts that have been, you know, real reliable this whole time have given up, finally given up. I'll show you guys that. We got some new ones from AKG. Some solid aluminium ones. We'll be putting that tonight. Yeah, just show you what went down and what happened and what we're going to do about it. And I'll, you know, slot in some track footage that we have, which is not much at all. Unfortunately, we had the issues with the engine mounts, and we didn't get much footage. And I wasn't focused on getting footage, I was focused on driving because it was the first time taking it out since our big bang at Mary and pretty much riding it off. So yeah, let's have a look. Okay, so here are the Condor engine mounts that they're not clamping down because this top stud here is pulled through, and you can tighten this nut up here as much as you want, but that stud just gets longer and longer and longer, pulls through. Same with the one down here. And then that top one is pretty tight, but you can still turn this whole mount because it just doesn't clamp. You can turn that pretty easy. Same on the other side. Up until that crash, these mounts were fine. I haven't had an issue with them, so definitely not the mount's fault, my fault for crashing into a wall. We're just going to be replacing them with these new AKG Motorsport solid aluminium ones. They have a locating dowel. These came super fast. I ordered them on Thursday. It's now Monday, and I'm all the way across the planet, like on the other side of the globe, and they got here pretty quick. So we'll get to ripping these bad boys out and putting the new ones in. So you can kind of see here how far this is pulled out. It's stopping this nut from coming out. It's just hitting this lip here. It definitely wasn't like that when I installed them. And then also this was a bit of a pain to undo because this stud here is spinning inside the mount. Same with the top one, it was spinning in there. I managed to get it out by just holding it with something, with some pliers or something, and then just kind of muscling them loose. Just gonna do the other side now and then jack the motor up because I don't have an engine crane, and yeah, see what they look like when they're out of the car. Alright, so you can see there that stud has pulled that far up, and then that's been slipping in there, rotating. See how deep that one's gone? See this shoulder here? That's not supposed to be sticking out like that. That one there is not too bad, but yeah, these are toast. Done me well, but now we're gonna move on to some solid aluminium ones. Yeah. Alright, so the new engine mounts are in. They've got this angle on it that make it sit real nice. I think the new Condor ones have that as well. And also has a locating dowel under here, which my old ones don't have, but I think the new Condor ones have those as well. These look pretty trick. They're probably the nicest things on this car at the moment, or the cleanest things anyway. They went in easy enough, but what we're having issues with is the steering is now touching the exhaust, and it's probably because I made the exhaust to fit the Condor mounts, and then now we've moved on to these ones, and they're in a dowelled location, which might be slightly different. Like it's only just missing it, only just touching it actually. So we're gonna do some sort of mod. Probably just change that whole thing out for a different one. We'll see what works. But yeah, the other changes that we've got to the car, cage is all in and ready to go. I mean, we already did one drift there in the cage. It's not painted yet, just because it was all rush. Got these nice harnesses from Trade Me, which is like a eBay New Zealand. Got them for a good score, and they're supposedly a really good brand. Look real nice. Also these bucket seats, got them off Facebook from a guy down the line. Good score again. You know, hoary dory cable tie mount for the dash. We'll be changing that soon to something a bit more sophisticated. These are probably my favorite bits right here. They just make it look business. So it's just a basic 6-point cage with a side intrusion bar, just a single side intrusion bar and a dash bar. Ricky at Bad Builds did a really good job, really tight fit, really nice. Like the that bar over there is really well tucked up, like you can't get your finger in there at all. And the gap in here is very small as well. The harness bars are very close, so then what you don't have is this doesn't have chance to stretch when you do get into a bang or an accident, which is good because the longer this is, the more that will stretch when you hit something. When, not if. So yeah, we're going to be painting the cage, painting the interior, going to tidy up the interior, but there are all these little holes, factory little holes that don't have grommets in them, and hopefully get back out there. The most important thing is to, of course, drive. Driving is the most important thing. Oh, another big news. The company that I work for is supporting my motorsport journey basically by supplying me with a, well, not supplying me, well, they're letting me use their car transporter, which is, you know, real handy because I used to drive this thing to the track, drift all day and then drive home, which isn't ideal, but it worked for a while until you hit something really hard and then you can't do that anymore. Yeah, they let me use the work car to take the car to the track, and they're also doing a few other things that just help me out a lot. So big shout out to One Stop Cutting Shop for just helping me out, getting me to the track and helping me get as much seat time as I can. Hopefully later on we'll probably try and enter a comp or something and see how we do, but at this stage just need to get as much practice as I can, drive as much as I can, like any sort of driving. It could be drifting, it could be circuit racing, whatever. The more seat time I have in this car, the more that I know it, the better. So the rear trailing arms that we put in, the wider ones, the car's back on the ground. I'm pretty stoked with how the rear ends turned out, considering there is actually not much information about doing the Z3 6-cylinder swap. They made the car feel real stable on the corners, and I had heaps more grip than I used to have in a straight line, like a forward bike. We raised the car a bit just so we can get a better tire wear, but the tire wear is still exactly the same as when I was 80mm off the ground. The angle kit up front worked really well. Didn't really have, I think, any issues with the angle kit on the day. The arms and everything, nothing binded up, nothing was being funny, just the engine mounts breaking and then the engine shifting onto the steering shaft. That was the main one of the day, kind of cut us short. Also, oil line came out, dropped all the oil. That's why my motor, engine bay, everything was just covered in oil. Guys ran down to the shop, saved my ass once again. We're going to be changing the color. We're going to have a sort of a color scheme going on between me and Marcus. something which I think will be real cool, real rad. And then yeah, just hopefully just get out there as much as I can, get heaps of footage, heaps of seat time, and just drive as much as I can. Yeah. So that wraps up today's video. I'm pretty stoked with how those engine mounts turned out. They look really good, high quality. They fit real easy. I mean, 20 minutes all up to fit them. What more can you ask? I'll try and be a bit more consistent with the video uploads. I know I've been slacking off hard, and even in the last video I said, oh yeah, I'll be more consistent. Same shit. So yeah, if you've got any comments, let me know. If there's something you want to see a bit more of my car, or some more drifting, just let me know. Comment down below, hit us with a like if you want to see more videos, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you at the next one.